Hey GSTLs, hope you're having a fantastic week so far. As promised, this is this week's GSTL video where we're just kind of decompressing the stuff that we talked about from our training a couple of weeks ago and just to get you all up to speed on some things that we're really excited to be chasing. So last week we talked about how we were celebrating the goals that we achieved with our last thematic goal. But now this week I want to just let you in on the direction for where we're heading as a new thematic goal for our church. So, as you know, we've just started this new series on the directions of discipleship. And our hope is not only that we're just going to be talking about discipleship through these series, but rather we're instituting an entirely new focus and emphasis on Ransom Church culture and DNA. It's inevitable that if you're going to come to the Ransom and truly be a part of it, you're going to want to be set free. You're going to want to serve, right? Like that's a core part of our DNA. And this discipleship piece is just becoming that much more crucial for what we're chasing as a church. And so this is marking the trajectory, not for like these next couple of weeks, but for the next couple of years. Because the hope is that when we create this discipleship culture where we're willing to take people under our wings and to pour into them and invest in them and to help them grow in their own faith and spirituality, then that is going to produce amazing, full, and mature Christians, because we're no longer just simply consumers of what people are pouring into us, but rather we're also pouring out and investing into them in a real one-on-one relationship that often brings people to inhabit brand new Christ-like practices to grow in their faith. And because the greater goal is not only will we become a discipleship church culture, but those mature Christians that come out of that culture will be willing to be sent out and to potentially plant churches over the next several years and to see beyond what they need from church, but rather to bring church to other people. So it's this crazy vision that we're just so excited to chase. But it starts with us doing this discipleship piece. And so over these next couple of weeks, you're going to be hearing about the different directions of discipleship and how that all relates to this thing called the discipleship pathway. You've already seen glimpses of this tool that we're giving our church congregants to pour into other people and to disciple them. And we have this goal that over the next year to see 400 Ransom congregants in a disciple relationship. Or in other words, we want to see 400 disciples come out of this thing. And that includes 100 disciples at West Campus, 100 at South Campus, and then 200 at Downtown Campus. And we are so excited to be chasing this. And it's such a big thing that every single department and every single ministry at the Ransom is going to be having this emphasis on how we can contribute to getting 400 people in these discipleship relationships. Like even me and another individual who actually serves on, he actually goes to West Campus and is my roommate. We're on this discipleship pathway, and because we're in that relationship, this helps contribute towards that 400 number. And so we're going to continue to push this through our teams and our ministries and everything to try to really rally everyone under this goal to get into that 400 number. And so, the thing that I want to put on your guys' radar is how can guest services contribute to this 400 disciples number? And the answer is we have no idea. You can talk to Karen, you can talk to Kellen, you can talk to myself, and we really don't know quite yet what that looks like for us as a team. But I want you guys as our team leads to really start wrestling with this as well and to start praying. How can guest services contribute to making disciples through the discipleship pathway in these one-on-one relationships? So we don't have all the answers yet, but know that your guest services director, whether myself, Kellen, or Karen, we're going to reach out to you, and we want to pick your brains. We want to hear your ideas of how we can make guest services not just a culture of belonging, where we're creating belonging for the Ransom, but how we can also create a discipleship culture where these kind of relationships can spark through our teams or recreate the environments possible for these discipleship relationships to happen. We have no idea, but we're so excited to begin having this conversation and for us to land on exactly how we can make a dent in the universe by making disciples and to set captives free through those discipleship relationships. So super pumped. You'll be hearing from us more in the future, and really excited to wrestle with this together. So, and you better believe it's going to be a part of our November 3rd training coming up here in just a month and a half. So it's going to be here before we know it. Thanks, guys. We love you. You're the best, and we will catch you here so soon. Until next time.